look. Let's take a look, Steve.
Hell yeah, Steve.
Alright, so we'll start off with her normal attacks, and I think one thing that's really interesting is she has a lot of really long multi-hitting strings that you have to kind of dial out really quickly.
Wait, really? So they give her a lot of combo strings?
You can see here. This is her forward two,
Okay.
so it's got a ton of range, but the thing is, while these do good damage and have a lot of hits, you actually can't hit confirm a lot of them because you have to kind of dial them out. Like,
Right. Because they are a lengthy dial-in combo.
Ooh,
Yes.
like that one. Okay, okay.
this is like kind of one of her main strings, and you can either cut it short or do this last part here. She has a low that'll actually pop them up a little bit. She doesn't get a traditional combo mid-screen, but in the corner she can.
Oh,
And
nice.
she does not have a pop-up overhead like a lot of characters, but she does have pretty good range on her hop attack.
And a lot of her moves are also knocking them back. She is kind of a zoning character too. Right?
Yes, absolutely. That's still really good. It's not just her range. Let's check out her throws because they are beautiful. I love the little pose there.
Hopefully not too zoning,
The
like...
last normal I'd like to show is her back one, which is a pretty fast, good range mid. And she has a couple of extensions off of it. And this one here, during the kicks, you can kind of hit confirm, see if it hits, let the whole string go,
Ooh.
stagger it.
Okay.
And it is actually a crushing blow on a punish or a counter hit.
Oh, okay, that's how she does that palm crushing
Gets
blow
really
strike.
good damage
Okay,
and is-
gotcha.
Pushes them full screen for her zoning.
Can we see her down one?
Her down one is exactly what you want from it.
Oh my god, that's gonna be such an annoying poker move to do.
Right.
Here's a question for you, as a former top katana of the world.
Many, many years ago.
Tell me, how many times do you think you've done a down one with katana?
The down one has made me quite a lot of money. That's all I can say.
Back in the day when you were doing it, there wasn't quite a lot of money.
Freaking down
Well,
ones.
when you are as consistent as I am getting top 8 and you're only making $300 a tournament, when you get top 8 at every tournament you win because you're just that tight, it adds up.
It does add up.
So tight.
So how many
Steve.
times have you pushed the button?
It's got to be like 1,000 times, right?
How many times
More
have
than
you
1,000.
practiced just pressing?
I mean,
down
the
one?
1,000 times, I mean per game.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
That makes
okay.
total sense.
Like, that was her anti-air, her footsie tool, her mix-up tool. So let's go into her special moves. We'll start with the standard ones. Her fan toss is back. Like the last game, it's super fast. It's a high attack.
As it should be.
above the air. If you amplify it, she does a double one.
Okay,
Just
right,
for
right.
people jumping or that are trying to walk in after the first one. It's a great projectile. Her air fan is back, but in my opinion, her ground fan is kind of her core footsie tool or zoning tool in this one. Very similar to MKX. Fan lift is back. It's exactly what you want. It's a combo starter.
Yes. Cool.
Now she has a new move, which I just whipped. This cool throat slit. And this, to me, is how you're going to end most of your juggle combos. And it has a crushing blow. If you do an
Wow.
8-hit combo.
Okay.
So once per game, you can kind of cash in, do an 8-hit combo, end in the throat slit, and get significantly extra damage. But again, with the crushing blows, you can only do it once
Right,
per round.
right.
So you kind of got to know, like, if they're going to die anyway, you don't want to cash out.
Yeah, I gotta say, we've been playing a lot of.
Welcome, Uter. Welcome.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
A
are
lot
playing,
of people are
which
playing.
is awesome. And like, the meta game of figuring out your crushing blows and when you want to use them, and the times you accidentally down two when they're pretty much dead anyway, and you waste it because you didn't put hold on.
Yeah.
Like this meta game, I can't wait for the fans to start playing because it is some of my favorite parts of the game right now.
She also has square boost back.
Nice.
Amplified's really, really cool.
Yeah, and that's got to have a
Normally, she
crushing
can
blow
only
too,
do
I
it in
think.
air. And that's where we can get into the loadouts I made. I made 2 loadouts to show.
Okay.
So the first one, I gave her Ground War, which allows her to do square boost on the ground.
Nice.
It behaves just like the air one. It's super fast, so it's almost like a Shadow Kick or Raiden Superman. It's a great combo ender. Like, for example, normally you can't combo after this. If you have Ground War equipped, I'll go ahead and go into square
I
boost
love
and
it.
give her extra damage. The other thing I gave her is Flutter is back, which is essentially like a double jump where you can lower. So you can do stuff like, normally she does jump kick fan to kind of get in. You can fake it out, and if they try to anti-air, come down with the jump kick fan. Or you
Smart.
can use it to get over projectiles. Maybe like Noob throws a shadow, or Liu Kang throws a low fireball, and you're going to hit the ground. You can do Flutter. And then lastly, in this loadout, I gave her Royal Protection, which is a projectile absorb.
Hey, you didn't use Jax this time to set up.
Yeah.
Smart move.
So you see her fans start glowing. When she absorbs a projectile, she actually gets a damage buff on all her fan attacks
Really?
while the fan's glowing. So You kind of are zoning the opponent out. You absorb a projectile to stop their zoning, and then that actually amplifies her melee to then go in and use her offense, which is
Okay, that is awesome.
Like these long
That is very awesome.
as well, right? Like
Right.
that damage is just gonna.
it's going to add up. Yeah.
It's awesome.
So one interesting thing is, you know, we talked recently about how we're going to have 2 preset loadouts for tournament and ranked play. This is actually one of her tournament loadouts that I made. This is the one that I like using. I've been using it against you a lot.
Right.
So here's an example that
And
people are saying.
my Jax one actually is too.
Yeah, the one that you just used for Jax is. So those are 3 moves she gets. So how about one more loadout?
Also,
Yeah, let's do it.
just while we're talking about that, we will be playing our belt battle today in tournament mode.
In tournament mode, yes.
Let's check out this fatal blow again.
You could see the into.
Oh, I love
Really
it.
long
God, that
range.
nice drop
Pretty good
kick
if
with
you,
the
like, look for movement in
freaking
the mid-range.
fans,
It's
and then
pretty
just
slow.
stabs in the
It's not,
head
super,
like.
super fast, but the range makes up for it.
Love it.
All right.
All right, so I'm using the human skin, which I absolutely love. She has another version of this I like even more, but
She looks great.
But you don't see that
Fangirl, of
because
course they would give her that
so this
name
loadout, I
for
gave her
that
2
style.
things. The first is Edenian Razors, which is this cool move where
Whoa.
fans circle them, it hits 3 times. You can use this.
I'm right there with Burke. Yeah.
Work in the power station is distracting me by acting the move out. So this move is really good to make your string safe. It can also be an anti-air, and you can get combos off of it.
Nice.
You can also use it in the corner to get combos that typically aren't possible. So, for
Ooh, I
example,
love that combo. That was nice.
Oh, love it, love it. Wow.
I like when it says to get combos that aren't possible. Well, it's possible.
normally aren't
Yeah,
possible.
I got you, Steve.
The cost of this is you actually give up fan lift. So mid-screen, your combos are going to be significantly less. You're going to have to just do like a string into like a special move. But in the corner, you can see there, you're going to be doing hella damage.
Right?
So that's one of the things that's kind of a trade-off. Then I also gave her Half-Blood Stance, which you can see in the trailer. She pulls out Melina's Sai, and from here she has a couple moves she can do. One is the familiar classic Melina Teleport.
Interesting.
Another is she throws the Sai up in the air, and then she's freed up, and Kitana can go in for pressure. So the opponent's going to have to block, look out for the Sai, which is going to home in on where they are, and she can go in for throws or whatever else she wants to do. It's especially good if you can get them blocking. Like you do a bunch of fans, get them blocking,
Right.
then throw this out. And then if they start
Just
getting
play
used to
mind
it, try
games
to
with
attack
them. I
back,
like it.
cancel it. Lastly, she has a Sai Stab, which is a great combo under. And that has a crushing blow, and the requirement is pretty interesting. It's to have hit with 3 of these Sai moves. So normally, you won't get the crushing blow. But after you've hit 3 of these, the next time you do it, you're going to get that, and that's actually going to pop them up.
Combo. Aw, he couldn't complete it.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Fangirl. That's a really good,
Yeah.
good name. Nice
I'm
job.
pretty happy with that.
Pretty pumped.
So I would say that is our look at Kitana. She's redone in a lot of ways, a ton of new animations.
She looks a lot more fun to play as compared
Well, I
to
think those
MK9
are
and
Kitana.
X.
You want, you know, the really good zoning with fans. You want the big conversions, the really good combos. She's still like a combo queen character. I think you'll be right at home. She's a fresh take, but pretty familiar if you like Kitana.
Right now.
Okay, so still 2
Alright,
more
so let's
characters
go
then
to
officially they have to
a little bit.
confirm.
She is an elder goddess.
So we don't know
One
if
of the most
Frost is
powerful
coming
characters
or
in the
if...
game. Certainly one of the most
That's weird, because I thought Shao
playable
Kahn would be
characters
one of the
in the game.
25th character. That's weird.
An Elder God, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, not if you will, she just is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
She commands the elements and life. She is almost the opposite of Shinnok in a way, where he was like death, bones, demons, all that nasty stuff. She's like flowers, butterflies, puppies,
Fire,
rainbows.
water.
Also fire and water, earth and wind.
Yeah.
You see that rainbow back there? She made that.
She made that.
Made that, right?
So she is one of the game's premier zoning characters. She is a great keep out character, but it is not traditional zoning where you're just like, Kitana's just throwing straight fans. She has more slower startup, more trap moves that are like mid, close, and far. But first, let's just briefly go over her normals. They are all very effects heavy. It's super cool. She uses the elements even in normals. I really love this water teleport.
Fire,
This one
water,
where
and
literally
ice.
A meteorite comes, and if it's a counter hit,
Hmm.
she gets this crushing blow where it just absolutely bops them on the head.
Ouch!
And then she gets a combo. You know, if I wasn't old and bad,
It's alright.
it's okay. Even her hop attack is just bopping you over the head with a medium.
God.
Where does she get all these boulders?
Well, when you're an elder goddess, you can conjure anything.
No.
Reality is at your fingertips.
True. I've heard that.
Oh no.
So her special moves. One of her core moves for.
I mean,
her
she
zoning
still
is
seems
this
alright.
rock. She bounces it on the ground, and while the startup is pretty slow, it's excellent on block. It has a long knockdown on hit. Like the opponent, space will be controlled when this move is hit
You're
or
getting hit with a
blocked.
boulder.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
yeah.
yeah. That
Just
makes a lot
straight
of
up hitting
sense that
them
you would want to move
boulders.
A giant boulder was rolling at you.
Absolutely.
But then to complement it, she has this air one, and it looks very similar. It's going to be extremely hard to tell what she's doing.
Sure.
So you want to jump because of the rolling boulder, and then you're going to jump into this. She also has this rock wall, and if she amplifies it, it's a great combo ender, and this can actually absorb
I
projectiles.
was just gonna ask, can it absorb projectiles?
It can. And that is a crushing
Oh
blow.
my.
It absorbs
Okay.
When it absorbs a projectile for the first time, you actually get the crushing blow. And again, once per game.
Sure.
It's also one of her key combo enders.
Now this is very interesting to me because some that you sort of shark around for, you know, this one you might be trying to do that when you shouldn't be doing it because you know the first time you get a crushing blow.
Yes.
You might be throwing it up there and missing, throwing it up there. I mean, there's definitely some danger knowing you have to do it first try.
Absolutely. So then she has her Hellfire Beam. She can do this in the air or the ground. And if she amplifies it, this is not tracking. It's close, medium, or far, but it's real juicy damage. Very, very hard to avoid. Then she has this Tentacle Grab. This is actually one of the few tracking moves in the
Okay.
game. Like, we don't have a lot of these in this, but this will actually go wherever the opponent is. It's pretty quick. It is not a low. It's actually a mid, so there are no overhead low mix-ups. She just has to do it. And it has a ton of recovery on whiff or block. But, again, the opponent's kind of jumping around, walking back, trying to avoid all this business. And then at any moment you see movement, or you go for the read, and you're going to get them, and then you're going to get a combo.
She's just throwing the world at you. Man.
Goodness, yeah, she's
Her combos are not the greatest. She really doesn't have a lot of pop-ups because she's kind of a keep-away character. So often what I do is I actually do this move, let them restand, then I go for a throw, or I go for...
kind of. She's really a keep away
block,
character. What are you
this
talking
move
about?
sends them back.
16-bit.
So she's not a character that's going to hurt you super, super hard when you're wrong, but you're going to be wrong a lot as you're
Yeah,
trying to
that
get in.
doesn't do too
So
much
I guess
damage
let's
with
go
her
over what
combos.
I made, which is some moves that
Compared to other
really
characters.
A lot of people have not seen these moves. The first one I gave her, this is.
I don't know, I'm feeling iffy about her, like,
based loadout. I gave her a ground pound.
Oh, I love that.
It's 2 hitting, they're low. And then I gave her, she has these different buffs using the elements. I gave her this one where she summons the rocks. So now the way this works is, I'm going to switch to Jade. She summons the rocks, and while you're in the rock field, if you hit Cetrion, the rock will actually latch out and try to hit you. So I'll show you. You can see. If it's blocked,
Like you try to smack
or whipped, it
Cetrion, you get
actually
smacked with a
you can
rock in the
actually
face.
avoid it. Like they're not just immediately targeting.
It's kinda
I'm-
funny.
I'm intentionally doing something low, and now I'm out of the field. But you'll see the rock actually comes down, and if the opponent's there, they'll get bopped. So Cetrion, using both of her defensive stamina, if you look, it actually takes up her whole thing. She could set this up, go in for pressure, go in for throw, or whatever, block strings, and if the opponent tries to counter poke back, or try to do a juggle, wow, that happened to both of us.
Everybody's getting phone calls today.
They'll actually be hit. Now, because the stamina's gone, you got to think about the risk reward here, because that means if you dodge it and you actually combo Cetrion, she's not going to be able to break away or do a wake up attack for quite a while. So this isn't an end all, you just can't play the game, but it is a great, great defensive tool.
Now, would you use it as like, I'm going to be on the other side of the screen, I'm going to put that up, and I'm going into zoning lane?
You could definitely do that.
Right.
I personally like using it offensively, kind of do it in the mid range and then try to go in if they try to poke. But yeah, you could absolutely do that too. It's essentially you can think of it as a shield, a high risk shield.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Protection.
So let's check out her Fatal Blow before
Chat,
we
what do
get
y'all think? What do y'all
her
think
second
about her?
loadout. This one is extremely powerful. That is actually drop down and track you. So no matter where on screen, it's going to hit them on the top of the head. It is awesome for zoning exchanges. Like, you can literally sit there, look for Jade to throw her glaive or turn
Gotcha.
on, and yeah, you got him. She becomes extremely deadly when she's in Fatal Blow.
You would expect that out of an Elder God.
Yeah.
They just get stronger.
Melt that tree. Nice.
All right, so let's go to loadout 2, which is my wind-based loadout.
A wind-based one. All right, all right.
What, is that too much?
No, I think this is one of your best names ever.
Thank you. I thought of this
Really?
today on the way to work, and
Arbor Bay.
I like it. I like it.
Oh
So now she's a
god, the
little
name.
darker, right? A little
Yes.
more evil.
I'm all in on her gear. I personally use this weird cosmic purple, like outer space looking thing
Yeah,
that's
you had
really
an
cool.
Looks like Starfire a little
So
bit.
the first move I gave her was this tornado. Typically, she doesn't have just a standard projectile that just
Like
goes
or like an
straight forward.
alien being
She actually
similar to Starfire.
amplifies it, it goes full screen. The really cool thing though is actually the pushback on block because it is hella. They actually go way back. So
They
this
almost
is
go as far back as they do when they get hit. If
yeah.
not first,
It,
right?
so it is super good for keeping the opponent at bay.
Bay.
Arbor Bay. So then I also gave her another one of these buffs, which is this wind tunnel. So again, I'll play Jade to show how it works because this thing's pretty awesome. So while this is out, if Jade is on the outer edges, it actually slows down her movement, even her jumping. You can see
Interesting.
it's like literally a barrier. And if you get to the center, you can move, but outside the edges, it's super hard to get in. And this totally complements the tornado move I gave her. So for example, you can go in here, do this, and you can see in mid-range, Jade is going to really struggle to get in. And even if she's blocking, she's then going to be pushed back to it. So this is just the perfect move to keep someone out and keep with the range that Cetrion wants to be in. So she doesn't have the best combos, but she has excellent keep away, and she's just going to be chipping them out, making them jump, making them try to maybe teleport in, or she could use her shadow kick and then punish it. It's great skin control. Again, though, she is using all her defensive stamina to do these buffs.
Right. Cool. What do we got? We have anything left? Ooh, even the rocks turn.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to
I
just
don't
do
know.
a few tastes of Cetrion that we hadn't done.
Not
some
feeling her
games
too
before.
much. Like
So
she's
what we're gonna do real quickly. Now we know.
cool
we know
design, but
everyone's
the
very
way
excited
she
to see
plays, ugh.
the Hive Queen, Dvorah return.
I feel the same way I do with like with her, with Scarlet and Jade.
She's a heavy pressure character.
Yeah, her 4-2-2 is back. It's
Oh,
not an
she's
overhead
like more of a
like
pressure character now. I'm gonna love her even more because I love pressuring people.
but it is fast. It has great range. Then she has a bunch of really good new normals. She has this overhead. It's forward 4.
Okay.
It's super fast.
I think Chevy hit me with that about 4 times in a row the
Yeah,
other day.
I can
I
see
was
that.
so mad.
And that is complemented by a tremendous low that actually has a ton of reach. And she goes into this creepy crawler move, which I absolutely love using. So you can see neither of the 50-50 are going to launch you for a combo, but they're very fast and very, very irritating. She also has this string, which I just absolutely love because of this part.
Oh.
She literally pukes on you, and then it's super fun to do.
Right?
And we got to
Poke,
steer
poke,
throws
poke.
because they're both great. She's just hitting you with her babies, and then this one is too fun. I love the little gesture she's doing, the back and forth.
That's awesome. We need to make the sound effects.
Yeah, I don't know why we're not. And then forward 1-3 is this really good advancing, very quick hot
Nice.
move that can go into all her special moves. So let's go over special moves.
All right.
Avapositor Rush is back. It's just like you remember it. Really good chip damage, great combo ender, great pressure tool.
Oh yeah.
Then she has a bunch of new moves. I really like this projectile where I love the gesture she's doing. She sends out one of her babies, and it's a slow moving.
Look like it's coming out from her armpit.
Good startup.
Looks like it's coming out from her freaking armpit though. What the hell?
And then
They're not like a
Like fly from my pit, baby.
Exactly.
up and down.
My
So
pretties, fly from my
they're
armpits.
not, they may hit you, or they may not because of the path that they
it's
fly.
very, very hard to jump, and jumping is good against Dvorah because, her normals have such good range at taking up the range. So I think if you can, she's not going to win like a projectile battle with like Liu Kang or something, but if she can establish her projectile space, I think these things are great.
So what's up with her babies? Why are her babies hanging out over on Aaron Black?
I wasn't ready to get to that.
Well, okay then.
Puddle is back. She has to actually control it close, medium, or far. You can see
okay.
she puts it out. There's a bunch of delay, and then the opponent's going to want to get out of dodge or block it, and that's when, again, she goes in with this.
Very
or
similar to
her throw.
MKX.
Yes. If she amplifies it, it actually
Whoa.
happens immediately, and she gets combos. Theoretically.
Theoretical
When you're not old and bad.
Yeah, just throw that, Steve. That'll fix it. There you go.
And then she has this anti-air grab, which is one of her chief combo enders.
Well,
This
nice.
has a crushing blow if you anti-air with it.
Oh.
Now it'll actually do dot damage, which everyone makes fun of me for saying dot damage, but
Who makes fun of you for saying that?
multiple people have tweeted me because it's damage over time. I'm saying damage over time damage.
I feel like that's normal.
Everybody says that, just like ATM machine. Yeah.
ATM machine I don't love. But...
If she amplifies it, even after the crushing blow, she actually gets a restand.
Where you can throw something at them.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, amplify it.
You are pressing the hell out of that button.
They start vomiting and a baby spews.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
So she injects you with babies.
Yeah, she's trying to help you. It's the miracle of birth.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right. So anyway, let's go over the loadouts I made. So the first loadout I gave her, my opinion, her coolest new move, which is Widow's Kiss. She teleports,
Whoa!
comes from the ground, drops down, it's super fast. And if she amplifies it, she gets a combo.
This is my favorite dang thing in the game.
Yeah, this is just, that's too,
Oh, that's so
he
good.
looks so cozy. You know, cozy with a K?
Yeah, I'm so glad you picked a guy with a hat.
And this cape.
Yeah.
Dope.
This is a combo starter. It's a great anti-zoning tool. So, like I was saying,
Yeah, because if you jump, you're getting caught.
Yep.
That's basically it.
if you move, you're getting caught. So
Absolutely.
while a lot of her stuff has slower startup and it's hard to get going, if the opponent, you know, again, the example I used, Liu Kang's very fast fireballs. If he dares and you read him, he's going to get comboed.
Or cozy.
Yeah, he's going to become cozy. He's going to become a father.
Ugh.
So
Wow.
now we're talking about the bugs.
Yeah, what's up with little babies?
So several different moves leave babies, you can see. And then she has this move where for half of her offensive stamina, she can call them back and they do damage. And this does not have, like, it doesn't matter where the opponent, what reaction they're in. Where they could be standing there, they cannot block it, it's going to hit.
Right, and she can call the babies back no matter what the opponent's doing.
Right.
Like, you're just taking
Yes.
damage from the little
It's
guys.
pretty much free damage at the cost of stamina and her startup. So there's a lot of risk, and it's not doing a ton of damage, but it is I use it as a rounder all the time.
It's kind of insulting to die to the babies.
It's also something that you can use when they're spun. You can go for it and then actually have time to do a combo. It is basically free damage for the cost of your stamina.
Yeah.
If you're not afraid to use your stamina, it's great.
Sure.
Makes sense.
Cool.
So
What else we got?
that's actually the loadout that I use the most. That's what I've been using in the lab. She's one of my favorite characters lately. But I do have one more loadout we can check out.
All right, let's do it. What up, Silas?
Actually, first let's do her crushing blow. Or, sorry, fatal blow.
Oh, that fatal though. Oh my. Whoa. Goodness.
Boom.
Stabbed in the head twice. How are you still alive?
So one more, and this is going to be kind of a trap-based pressure one.
Okay.
So the first move I gave her is flipping out.
She
I
looks so
love
cool.
the alien like
That is a
very
dope
strange
skin.
costume. So flipping out is a half screen,
Whoa.
super fast overhead that she can actually do from the ground.
Oh,
or
I
the air.
love that move.
It's not going to
Wow.
damage, but it has a crushing blow that actually leads to a combo. The requirement is you have to hit it twice in a row.
Okay.
So the idea was you're playing a game, you hit the overhead. Now the opponent, as they're getting up, remember she has the low, and they're going to know if you hit it with a second time, it's loaded, and then she's going to get a combo. Again, you know, if I wasn't old and bad.
Right.
I also gave her Pooping Bug, where she puts a bug out,
What?
and it actually,
And the bug has a bug.
yeah, the bug gives birth to a bug that then will go to the opponent and hit them. And this is, because it's slow moving, the idea would be the opponent's standing there blocking, she puts the bug out. Now, that's coming, and she can go in, and the opponent is going to have to respect that bug.
Wow.
I'm not doing it.
Wow.
All right. There, and you see, the opponent's going to want to block it, which is going to open up throws for 50-50, whatever you want to do. And the Amplified is super strong. It actually will
It poops multiple
spew out
bugs.
3 of them.
Goodness.
Triplets.
Yeah. I mean, she is truly the Hive Queen.
Yeah.
The babies are having babies.
Yeah, the babies are having babies. They're multiplying like bunnies. And then lastly, I gave her an air version where the babies explode and then seemingly go off to heaven. And they will hit the opponent. And she can amplify it and do multiple.
What the? This is
3
crazy.
on screen that are slow-moving upwards projectiles that the opponent has to block. And again, if they're sitting there blocking, she goes in for
Oh,
50-50
man.
throws or a jumping or whatever. And
She just plays her game at that point.
yeah, she plays her game while her bugs are doing
her
Work
doing
for
the
her.
work,
Yeah.
locking them down for the most part, so she can go in and get to 50-50.
Yeah, or they're mesmerized by the bugs that are piecing out.
Wow.
Right on.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Dvorah, very interesting trap character, setup character. I think if you liked her pressure setups, you know, set play design from the last game, I think you'll be super happy.
What about am I allowed to ask about a Dvorah fatality?
I think we can do that.
Let's do it.
Let's play a match with her.
Okay, let's see.
Well,
Very excited to be able to show Dvorah finally.
Yeah.
Dvorah looks very crazy and fun and just, oh man, exciting to play. Cannot wait to play as her.
Nah. See, I told you, don't
Yeah.
worry.
Oh.
That would have been a pack.
I'm a big fan of this fatality. I think it's a real good one.
I don't know which one we're showing.
Let's see it.
I'm excited. I think both of them are awesome.
So that fatal. Oh. Oh my. What? Wow. They just went alien. They just went fucking alien with that shit.
And yet another baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's just
Fantastic.
multiplying.
So that is Dvorah.
That's
Wow.
Very soon. 11 days, right?
Yeah.
Until Mortal Kombat.
Yes, 11 days. Cannot wait, guys.
Start.